top left-hand position of Heavy Rain, playing for Team RIAW, which I meant to look up what it meant, and then they were like, go, 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 and I was like, okay, fine, I'll start the match. This is DinoThor. Oh, yes. Need to work on that. There's a little transition. In any case, and his opponent playing for Team AnziD, it's MattiasD. And I like that little logo. Let's just stay and look at that for a second. That's pretty shiny, actually. That's quite cool. So, a difference in things, a slight difference in builds already. We're seeing a slightly earlier supply depot out of DinoThor. I'm wondering, is that... Oh, no. No, it's a slightly out of MattiasD. What am I talking about? So it looks like he's going to have a slight macro edge of a few seconds, but I suspect in Bronze Silver that won't make that much of a difference. Straight back to mining. Ooh, interesting. See, the interesting thing for me here is that at this point, a player who starts their racks on 10 should pretty much have enough minerals to make the barracks by the time they... oh, really? Interesting. No, he is making a racks. There we go. We saw him trying to move the worker out. There we go. There's the barracks. So both players getting a racks up. Ooh, little worker high five. Hello. Heyo. No gas, though. It seems like a potential one racks expand coming out of DinoThor. And will his opponent see it? Well, yes. The problem is, will he actually understand what it means? Because, as always, we're dealing with a level of play where the builds can be a little bit bizarre. We are seeing a slightly more standard play out of MattiasD. He's getting himself up some gas, and his opponent will see it. Yup. He's seen the gas. He won't necessarily know how many workers there are on it, and, of course, there aren't necessarily 3 workers on it straight away, but this does look like standardized Reaper play. Slightly unfortunate for MattiasD, this doesn't wall anything in at all. Which is unfortunate, but there we have it. And MattiasD's worker is also trapped. But Marine there will actually suffer really quite a lot of pain if the... Ooh, DinoThor bringing his worker back. It will actually suffer quite a lot of pain if the Marine that pops out isn't married up with some friends by the time the Reaper turns up. It is faintly... Oh, interesting. He's not even making a Reaper. Have I... Oh, no, there we go. So at this point, I really want to see some more Marines coming out of DinoThor, because he's going to need them. And this Marine huffing and puffing and trying to kill this goddamn worker, but it's taking so long. Just walking across the middle, will he catch it? I mean, essentially he just needs to do a little bit of damage every so often, like that. Question is, will the second Marine pop out and finish it off? Yes, it will. If he can keep those Marines together, he'll be absolutely fine against this Reaper. The problem is, Reapers kill Marines. Like, they just do. It's just a thing that they are capable of doing, and if MattiasD doesn't send this dude in right now, he might find it difficult. Oh, interesting. Anti-Reaper drill. Well, MattiasD hasn't sent the Reaper in yet. So as long as Marine production is constant out of here, he should be A-okay. I don't think the Reaper's actually going up where he wants it to go, though. I think he's going into his natural first. Trying to see where the little red spot is. Unfortunately, can't really tell. He does have the capacity to kite, and if he can kite like a beast, then these Marines will not be too much of a problem. Oh, wait, no, he is in fact going up directly where the Marines are. This could be a painful thing. If he just goes in, those 2 Marines will start shooting, and they will get the first shot off. Oh, well, he should know that there was something there. His workers are being shot. His workers are being shot. His workers are being shot. He needs to respond. He's actually doing quite a good job of responding to that. I don't think he lost more than 1 worker there. I think, yep, they both lost 1 at this point. And 1 more Reaper coming out. Unfortunately for the Reaper, I have a feeling it's going to pop up right next to a bunch of Marines. There are, in fact, 2 Reapers there now. Unfortunately, 3 Marines at a time may actually be enough to defeat this. Especially if they're there! Oh, wow, that was good. That was good positioning right there. That was a good play. He's sending in these Reapers. Unfortunately, they're not actually getting that much done. Unless you can micro them very carefully. I'm going to die like that. Unfortunately, no more Marines being produced at this stage because he hasn't got the ability to make them. There we go, now he needs Marines out of that. But the Reaper pressure is slacking off because actually he's lost quite a lot of Reapers now. He's lost 2, he's only got 4 left, which means that it could be quite difficult to do anything with it at all. It might also be that there is a massive wave of pressure coming out from DinoThor. The only thing he hasn't quite got down is his concussive shell, or no, his stimpack timing. And given that he's making no marauders at all, I have to begin to suspect that there's something gone wrong with his build. That said, if he just makes enough Marines, he'll be fine. So all you need to do is make Marines, isn't it? And that's how Terran works, isn't it? Well, actually, weirdly enough, if we look at army supply, yeah, he's crushing. There's a lot more racks and a lot more production capacity available for DinoThor. He's also not getting up any of the other upgrades, which I would like to see both Stim and Combat Shields started. He has the gas for one, not the other. It'd be good to see, but no, he's going for Factory, which means he might end up with Medevacs. Ooh, that'd be good. The Marine count rising. Factory, however, is done on this side, and tanks will be out, which does mean that MattiasD may have a serious edge in a few minutes' time when the tanks take serious chunks out of those Marines, when the serious Marines come to be serious in his face. If he can get Stim up, it might help, but he really does need that Stim in order to get anywhere with this game. The thing about Marines is, there we go, there's the Stim. If he can get the Combat Shields up on the other one, then maybe he can do something that... Weirdly enough, I think DinoThor's actually ahead in terms of economy by quite some way, so he does have the capacity to just build stuff. And I would like to see him do that. He's pushing out. He's pushing out with a couple of Marines. His opponent doesn't necessarily know what he's got. He's got enough to defend it, I think. For now, and especially he will do by the time that tank gets out. Oh wait, no! He's supply blocked? Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. That's not good. And he doesn't seem to realise. There we go. Building a supply depot. And the Marauders finally coming out. Both players are having a bit of supply block times. No supply depots being built yet. There's a starport coming up, which would be good. I think it would have been better to have it on the other side, but never mind. That way you wouldn't have to lift the factory, but such is life. We can see a transition there into medevac play. I would like to see, however, some supply depots going down, because otherwise DinoThor isn't going to make any medevacs at all. And he should be getting a little word in his ear saying you require additional supply depots. Can we hear it? Nope. Still not making any. DinoThor, your supply block, DinoThor. There we go. And he's making it by proxy. There we go. Oh, hello. The Reapers attempt to push in and are repulsed with nary a loss. That does mean, however, that this guy knows what he's up against now, and the two tanks will be invaluable if he can make them hit. The problem is there's Marauders on the other side now, and if the Marauders go first, and they'll have Stim, he can probably just whack this entire army. Which doesn't have medevac support. There's Reapers, don't get me wrong, they're good. But if he goes up and just attacks the front now, he's going to lose the Reapers, and then he's going to lose out to the medevacs, which are coming out of his opponent. One at a time, though. He doesn't quite have enough gas for that. I think he probably needs to invest more in gas in his natural. There we go. Okay, so, does he have the vision? No, not quite. Oh, the tank fire! Thing is, he's just got enough Marauders in this. And the Stim goes in. And that attack goes down, and DinoThor scored a very large victory over his opponent. I have to question a little bit the validity of putting up a third base when you only have two, the one of which is not properly mining. But hey, it's all good, really. At this point, DinoThor doing the transition into making more things, but he needs more medevacs. He needs more medevacs. Oh, and a drop going out. Which at this stage, there is very little to defend against it. That's going to be painful, that is. Well, at this stage, it could do an awful lot of damage. It could do absolutely nothing. There is an impressive-looking tank line turning up here for MattiasD, which will give him an advantage later. The problem is there's nothing in his main to defend anything at all. And this drop is going to hurt. Unless he can manage to somehow micro the hell out of it, this is going to sting rather badly. He scans the front. Oh no. But he's going in anyway. The armory going up, but it won't finish. But he really needs to be getting in there and stimming in and killing some workers. Oh, and that tank is a nice pick-off! That tank is also a nice pick-off, and the worker slaughter begins. And this is not the way you fight Marines with tanks! Yeah, this is not looking good for MattiasD. He needs to bring all of his... the problem is he doesn't have any seriously mobile forces. And his opponent is basically able to just slaughter all of his units. Especially if they're move commanded like that. Oh no! And at this point, the Marines will probably get cleaned up. But they might take a tank with them before they go. No, 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 no. Oh no, I think he's attacking the wrong thing. I don't think he meant to attack that. I think he is in fact destroying his own stuff. And at this point, it would do well. It would be very good for DinoThor to get that medevac out of there. Quick note: there is a slight worker discrepancy. DinoThor has 48 workers to his opponent's 18, which does mean that the income is somewhat variable, and he will thus be able to make one tank every 2 minutes or so now. No, he'll be able to make tank and a half every minute. The problem that he's got is that he's got to get the medevac out of there. Just fly it away. There we go. Question is, does he know how far ahead he is? There's a lot of Marauders in this composition, so actually it will do rather well against the tank force that's going to be facing off against him. He's getting his third base up, and I like that. We're seeing some good saturation, decent saturation coming out of DinoThor. It's not perfect, but then it doesn't have to be yet. He's got far too many workers on his natural. Well, but if he just pushes in now, this could be GG. And I think he's going to. And the tanks aren't sieged. The tanks are splitting up, which is good. I like that. I like that a lot. The problem is, there's too many Marauders coming in. Like, seriously, there's a lot of Marauders coming in right now. And they're going to be slightly spread. And he can probably just stim his way into this and win, in the Game of Richie style, for those of you who play Diamond Master. Oh! Yep, those Marauders will do a number on that tank. And now he just needs to go, go, go! Go, go, Gadget, crush your opponent with an unrelenting force. He needs to go, though. The guy's sieging up and preparing. He's ready for you now, which is as ready as he's ever going to be. I mean, at this stage, +2 attack for the bio is nearly finished. If he goes in just after that, he's going to be able to wreck some house. The problem is he needs to get in before the tanks all siege up, and that's not so great. But he might just wait there. No, he's going to go in. He's going to stim and win. But is he going to stim and win, or is he going to stim and lose? No, it looks like he might just about have enough bio to crush this base. Although he doesn't necessarily realise there's tanks on the high ground. I'm getting out of the way. At this stage, it might be beneficial to make a couple more medevacs. Because while this army is big, it's not that big. It cannot be killed. And that Thor is going to take some serious pain. And MattiasD, GG's like a true gentle person.